September 14th is not just another date on the calendar. It is a marker in time, a signal that something larger is unfolding. You may not have realized it yet, but this day carries with it the vibrations of breakthrough, of change, of alignment. For many, it will pass unnoticed, but for you, it will be a confirmation that your journey has not been in vain. The idea of a multi-win is not coincidence. It speaks to victories happening in more than one area of your life at once. And when you truly listen, you'll hear the signs pointing to why this day carries the energy it does. When you think back on your struggles, you can trace a pattern. For so long, you were moving through seasons of delay, seasons of waiting, seasons of endless lessons. But September 14th is not a season of waiting. It is a season of receiving. The multi-win connected to this date is not about small gains. It is about breakthrough on multiple levels: spiritual, emotional, financial, and even relational. It means the walls that once seemed unshakable will begin to fall, not one at a time, but in clusters. And while many doubt dates or markers, you will know by the shift in your own life that this moment was set apart long ago. There's a reason you felt drawn to this message. You have always sensed that certain days carry more than time. They carry meaning. September 14th is one of those days. It represents alignment, the intersection where your preparation meets opportunity, where your patience meets reward, where your faith meets fulfillment. And the idea of multi-win is exactly what you've been waiting for. This is not about one blessing that comes and goes. It is about a cascade of victories that confirm the struggles you went through were not wasted. Think of how many times you were at the edge of giving up and something small pulled you back. Those moments were not accidents. They were building you up for days like this. You were never meant to break under pressure. You were meant to rise when the pressure became unbearable. And September 14th is the evidence of that rising. You are not just entering a better day. You are stepping into a confirmation that destiny was tracking your steps all along. So when you hear the words multi-win, do not think of them as abstract. Think of them as real, tangible, waiting on the other side of this moment. Victories in your inner battles. Victories in the goals you've been chasing. Victories in the relationships that matter most. Victories in the finances you've been praying over. It will not be one small door opening. It will be multiple doors swinging wide at once. That is why you must listen, because the signs of it are already around you, and the alignment is unfolding even as you prepare yourself for it. September 14th carries more than a date. It carries an announcement. When you hear multi-win, it is not random, it is not casual. It is a direct call to pay attention. This day has been marked for shifts, for sudden openings, for chains breaking off in more than one area at the same time. You may have wondered why you felt anticipation building even without reason. Because deep within, your spirit knows when destiny is about to reveal itself. September 14th is a time-stamped reminder that your waiting has not been in vain, that your patience is being rewarded, and that your faith has aligned you with breakthroughs that will multiply. If you listen closely, you will begin to notice the whispers of confirmation already moving around you. Before we move deeper, take this moment to set your intention. Write your most sincere wishes in the comments, and place the number 777 beside them. This is not superstition. It is alignment. It is about sending your desires into the flow of destiny, declaring that you are ready to receive what is already waiting. By doing this, you are uniting your energy with the very promise of September 14th, anchoring yourself to the multi-win that belongs to you. And don't forget to subscribe, because more messages will follow that carry the same confirmations you've been waiting to hear. This is not just a video. It's a vessel of energy that connects you to fulfillment. Think of how many nights you felt that everything was ending, yet something inside refused to quit. That refusal was not weakness. It was prophecy. September 14th is not the start of your journey. It is the turning point of it. The struggles, the lessons, the tears, they all converge here to form a picture of victory. A multi-win is not about one moment of joy. It's about layers of victory stacking on top of each other until you realize you are no longer in survival mode. You are in breakthrough mode. And when you recognize that, you begin to live with a new posture, not one of waiting, but of receiving. Listening is the key. Many will let the day pass like any other, blind to the confirmations around them. But if you open your spirit, you will see patterns. Conversations that confirm what you've been praying about. Opportunities that line up perfectly without force. Relationships that suddenly begin to heal. Resources that come right on time. These are not random. They are signals. And when you listen, you step into the flow of what September 14th was always meant to deliver. Your life has been marked for this. You have walked through deserts, through storms, through valleys, but none of it was wasted. Each hardship prepared you for the weight of blessing. Each loss prepared you for the depth of gratitude. Each silence prepared you to value the sound of fulfillment when it arrives. And now, as September 14th unfolds, you will recognize why it had to happen this way. Because the multi-win is not shallow, it is deep, layered, undeniable. And when it arrives, you will not only rejoice, you will understand. So listen closely. Stay alert. Stay expectant. September 14th is not simply another entry in the calendar. It is your sign, your reminder, your evidence. It is the day when destiny confirms itself through the victories you will begin to see. And when the wins come, they will not come one by one. They will come in clusters, in streams, in ways that leave no doubt. This was the multi-win you were meant to step into all along. September 14th is not about coincidence. It is about confirmation. The phrase multi-win is not just catchy wording. It is a spiritual description of what happens when preparation collides with timing. You may have thought your waiting was endless, your losses too heavy, and your progress too slow. But this moment is proof that nothing you endured was wasted. Every battle you survived, every rejection you overcame, every lesson you carried with you has been building up to this point. This is why listening is crucial now. Because if you listen closely, you'll see the fingerprints of alignment all around you. Listening means more than hearing. It means recognizing. It means noticing the conversations that echo what you've prayed about. It means being alert to the opportunities that suddenly appear in front of you. It means paying attention to the sense of peace that comes when you're about to make the right choice. September 14th carries a vibration that magnifies these signals. For some, the day will pass without significance. But for you, it will serve as undeniable evidence that your life is moving into a season of multi-win. Think about it. A win in one area is encouraging, but a multi-win is transformational. It's when your finances begin to stabilize at the same time your inner peace deepens. It's when doors of opportunity swing open while your relationships begin to heal. It's when your purpose becomes clear, just as resources to fulfill it arrive. These are not random overlaps. They are layered victories, designed to happen together, so that you know beyond doubt this is more than luck. This is destiny. And consider the timing. September 14th comes after a season of stretching, of testing, of refining. You were pressed to your limits, but not to break you, only to prove you could endure. The struggles were never there to erase you. They were there to shape you into someone who could hold multiple blessings at once. Because here is the truth. A multi-win cannot be carried by someone unprepared. It requires capacity. And your pain has been building that capacity within you. Now when you look back, you'll begin to understand why the losses had to happen. Some doors closed so that better ones could open. Some relationships ended so that healthier ones could begin. Some delays occurred so that timing could line up perfectly. And while it felt painful in the moment, September 14th is the evidence that it was worth it. The wins you are stepping into now are not small. They are layered, multiplied, undeniable. Listening is the thread that connects it all. You cannot afford to ignore the signs now. The universe, destiny, or however you name it, is speaking clearly. Your season of confirmation has arrived. And when the winds begin to show, they will come as waves, not drops. One after another, stacking on top of each other until you realize that what was spoken about multi-win was not exaggeration, it was prophecy. So carry this truth with you. September 14th is your reminder that patience is never wasted, that faith is never ignored, that alignment always arrives on time. You have walked through the fire, and now you are walking into fulfillment. You have endured the silence, and now you are stepping into answers. You have survived the losses, and now you are positioned for wins. Plural, not singular. And when they arrive, they will not only lift you, they will prove to you that destiny has been guiding every step you've taken all along. September 14th is not just another page on the calendar. It is a checkpoint written into your journey. A day where the lessons of the past collide with the opportunities of the present. The words multi-win are not casual. They describe the unique way victories arrive when you least expect them but most need them. You may have thought your timeline was delayed, that blessings had passed you by, but this day proves otherwise. It is the reminder that alignment is never late. It shows up exactly when the foundation is strong enough to hold what is coming. If you truly listen, you will sense how everything you've gone through has been moving you toward this moment. Think about the way your life has unfolded. How many times did you face loss, only to later realize it cleared space for something better? How many times did you think rejection meant the end, only to discover it was redirection? How many times did you feel broken, only to rise stronger? Each of those moments was part of your preparation. A multi-win doesn't arrive randomly. It arrives when a person has endured enough storms to value the sunlight, when they've carried enough weight to hold the blessing, when they've walked long enough to appreciate the destination. September 14th marks that kind of arrival for you. Listening during this season is everything. You are not meant to rush blindly forward. You are meant to move with clarity. The doors that open now will not look like chance. They will look like keys waiting for you specifically. The people who enter your life now will not appear by mistake. They will align with your growth and your calling. The ideas that surface now will not fade quickly. They will take root, because this is the season where your inner alignment meets outer opportunity. But only if you pay attention. Only if you listen with more than your ears. Listen with your spirit. A multi-win is layered by design. For some, it may mean financial restoration combined with emotional healing. For others, it may mean creative breakthroughs paired with spiritual clarity. For you, it could be relationships, purpose, health, and resources all shifting in your favor, not one at a time, but overlapping. That is why this day feels so significant. You are not just stepping into one answer, but multiple answers unfolding at once. That is what makes it undeniable. Consider this. Life has tested you in every direction. It pressed on your patience, your faith, your courage, and even your hope. But each test had a purpose. It was shaping you into someone who could not just survive victory, but sustain it. Because receiving a win is one thing, maintaining it is another. September 14th is about wins that last, blessings that stay, victories that cannot be easily stolen. And the reason you can carry them now is because your preparation has finally matched your promise. So as you approach or reflect on this day, remember, this is not random. It is intentional. September 14th has been marked as a season of confirmation, a time when your inner transformation reveals itself outwardly. You are not simply being rewarded, you are being aligned, and the alignment is what multiplies the blessing. Do not doubt this moment. Do not second-guess your worthiness. Do not let fear drown out the signs. You have been walking toward this for longer than you realize. And now, as September 14th unfolds, the phrase multi-win becomes your reality. Listen closely, because this is the sound of destiny declaring, "It is your time, It is your turn. It is your season of multiplied victories. September 14th is a reminder that destiny has its own rhythm. You may have tried to force the timing of certain things, but nothing happened until now for a reason. A multi-win is not ordinary. It is layered, and it requires patience, endurance, and trust. That is why so many of your previous efforts seemed to stall, and why doors you expected to open remained shut. They were not failures. They were delays designed to align you with the perfect timing. And now, as this date comes into focus, you begin to see that the timing was never working against you. It was working for you. The alignment of September 14th proves that waiting was not wasted. Think of how many times you felt overlooked. You put in the effort, yet recognition seemed far away. You poured out your heart, yet answers came in whispers. You carried weight silently, yet no one seemed to notice. But September 14th is not about being overlooked. It is about being revealed. The phrase multi-win means that the victories waiting for you will not be hidden. They will be undeniable. They will not come quietly. They will come in ways that even those who doubted you will be forced to notice. Listening now is not only about paying attention, it is about preparing yourself to receive what can no longer be denied. When multiple wins arrive, they don't just touch one part of your life, they touch all of it. Imagine inner peace being restored while financial stability finds its place. Imagine relationships healing at the same time opportunities in your purpose begin to expand. Imagine clarity in your mind just as resources flow into your hands. This is what a multi-win looks like. It is not small, it is not isolated, and it is not fragile. It is strong, layered, and lasting. And the reason you are stepping into it is because the foundation of your struggle has already been laid. The struggles you faced were not random. They were refining. Every setback made you wiser. Every heartbreak made you stronger. Every disappointment made you sharper. You are no longer who you used to be, and that is why September 14th feels different. Because this is not just about blessing you. It is about rewarding the version of you that refused to give up. The person you have become is now ready to carry victories that others could not imagine. And when you receive them, you will not waste them. You will multiply them. Listening is crucial in this season because distractions will try to drown out your awareness. Noise will try to steal your focus. Fear will try to whisper that it's too good to be true. But when you listen with clarity, you will recognize the difference between illusions and truth. You will know which doors are yours and which ones are traps. You will know who belongs in your circle and who cannot carry your vision forward. September 14th is not just about receiving wins. It is about recognizing them and stewarding them wisely. And understand this, your multi-win is not only for you, it will inspire others who are still waiting for their breakthrough. Your story will become a confirmation that waiting works, that listening matters, that destiny does not miss its mark. You will become living proof that alignment is real, that faith is rewarded, that perseverance pays off. And as you walk in these victories, others will draw courage from your example. So hold this truth close. September 14th is more than a date. It is a declaration. It is the day your multi-win begins to unfold. Listen carefully, because the confirmations will not be hidden. They will be loud, undeniable, and impossible to ignore. Your life is shifting, not in small steps, but in multiplied leaps. And when it does, you will know deep within, this was always meant for you, and no force in the world could have stopped it. September 14th is more than a date. It is a stage. Imagine the spotlight shifting, not because you demanded it, but because it was always meant to land on you. The phrase multi-win is a clue to what this stage holds. It is not a single note of success. It is a symphony. You've spent years training in silence, carrying burdens no one saw, pushing through nights of doubt and mornings of exhaustion. And while others assumed you were standing still, you were actually being prepared for a performance that destiny itself scripted. September 14th is that curtain rise. The audience may be surprised, but you won't be, because deep down, you've always known something greater was coming. Think of every season where you felt delayed. Those moments weren't denial, they were setup. Destiny is like a clock. It ticks even when you don't hear it, and its alarm always rings right on time. September 14th is that alarm, signaling that your waiting season is giving way to winning season. The multi-win promised to you will not trickle in slowly. It will arrive in waves. A financial breakthrough here, emotional healing there, clarity of purpose alongside restoration in relationships. When blessings begin to arrive in clusters, that's when you'll know this was not coincidence. This was design. Listening during this time is not passive, it is active alignment. Pay attention to who reaches out unexpectedly, to the doors that begin to swing open, to the peace that suddenly settles in decisions you've wrestled with for years. These are confirmations. Too many people miss their moment because they dismiss the small signs. Don't make that mistake. September 14th is a portal, a shift, and if you truly listen, you'll hear the unmistakable sound of destiny opening its hands to release what has been stored up for you. You have to understand, the phrase multi-win also means multiplied responsibility. Victories are not trophies, they are tools. With each win comes influence. With influence comes impact. You will find that the blessings arriving now are not only for your comfort, they are for your calling. They are meant to position you where your voice matters, where your example inspires, where your story confirms to others that patience is never wasted. This is why your struggles were public, but your preparation was private, because the wins will need to be visible, undeniable, and influential. Reflect on how you once thought you were forgotten. You saw others racing ahead while you remained in the shadows. But shadows were not your prison. They were your training ground. You learned discipline there. You discovered resilience there. You built faith there. And now, as you step into the light of September 14th, those hidden years become your greatest strength. You are not entering this stage empty. You are bringing the wisdom, scars, and lessons that ensure your multi-win won't be temporary. It will last, because you are equipped to sustain it. Do not let fear trick you into shrinking back now. Fear will whisper, "What if it doesn't last?" But faith will answer, "It was written to last." Fear will ask, "What if you're not ready?" But destiny will declare, "You've been ready longer than you realize." September 14th is not about questioning your worth. It is about confirming it. It is about declaring that the silence was never abandonment. It was alignment. And now the alignment has reached its fullness. So step forward boldly. Listen with clarity. Expect without apology. The multi-win waiting for you is not fragile. It is fortified. It is not shallow. It is deep. It is not fleeting. It is rooted. And as you walk into it, you will discover something powerful. The wins are not just for you. They are through you. Others will rise because you rose. Others will believe because you believed. Others will listen because you listened. September 14th is your stage, and the symphony of victories is about to begin. September 14th has always been more than a square on a calendar. It is a declaration, a turning point, a line drawn between who you were and who you are becoming. The idea of a multi-win is not meant to sound like wishful thinking. It is the translation of everything you have been carrying inside. All of those sleepless nights where you wondered if the effort was worth it. All of those silent battles where no one applauded you. All of those moments when giving up looked easier than holding on. Every one of them was a stepping stone to this very moment. That is why this day carries so much power. It is not random. It is not vague. It is alignment arriving with undeniable clarity. Listening is what separates those who receive from those who miss their moment. And September 14th is not the time to drift off or numb yourself with distractions. It is the time to tune in, to the subtle confirmations, to the small signs that carry big meaning. to the quiet peace that tells you you're on the right track. This is the season where you must trust your spirit more than the noise around you, because destiny whispers, not shouts. And when you listen closely, you will realize that what you have been waiting for is not far away. It is already here, unfolding in front of you. The concept of a multi-win is radical because it challenges your past patterns. You have been used to victories coming slowly, one at a time, often after long stretches of waiting. But September 14th shifts that pattern. It is not about one breakthrough. It is about layers of breakthrough stacking together. Emotional healing at the same time as financial opportunities. Spiritual clarity at the same time as personal restoration. Confidence rising at the same time as doors swinging open. This overlap is not accidental. It is destiny proving that your patience has earned compounded results. Look at your life now and see how the preparation was never wasted. The delays grew your patience. The losses taught you wisdom. The betrayals sharpened your discernment. The setbacks strengthened your resilience. All of it was necessary because carrying multiple wins requires more than excitement. It requires maturity. And maturity is only built in the shadows of struggle. That is why September 14th feels so heavy, yet so hopeful at the same time. It is the day when you realize that everything you thought was breaking you was actually building you. And here is what you must hold on to. Your wins are not only for you, they are for everyone connected to you. When your victories multiply, your influence multiplies. When your blessings increase, your ability to bless others increases. When your peace grows, your capacity to guide others into peace grows too. This is why your multi-win matters so much. It is not selfish, it is generational. It ripples outward, touching lives you may never even meet, proving to them that alignment is real, that destiny is faithful, that patience pays off. As you step into this day, silence the doubt that still lingers. Refuse to entertain the lie that says you are not worthy. Refuse to listen to the fear that says it won't last. You have already been prepared. You have already endured the testing. You have already proven your strength. September 14th is not about questioning anymore. It is about confirming. You are in the right place, at the right time, with the right preparation, stepping into the right alignment. So listen carefully. Hold your head high. Expect the unexpected. The winds will not trickle in quietly. They will arrive in waves, undeniable and overwhelming in the best way. And when they come, you will know that this was never about chance. It was about destiny keeping its promise. September 14th is your day of multi-win, and no force in this world can cancel what has already been written. September 14th was never meant to be just a day you crossed off a calendar. It was a signal, a confirmation, and a marker of destiny. The phrase multi-win was not meant to hype you. It was meant to describe what happens when preparation, patience, and purpose collide at the same time. A single victory can lift your spirit, but a multi-win transforms your entire life. You are stepping into a season where breakthroughs will no longer come one by one, but in clusters, each confirming the other, each proving that nothing you endured was wasted. You have listened, you have endured, you have waited. That is why the alignment feels different now. Inner peace meets outer progress. Clarity in your mind pairs with opportunity at your door. Relationships begin to heal just as resources begin to flow. All of it together, all at once. That is the power of September 14th. It reminds you that destiny is not random. It is deliberate. It does not show up when you demand it. It shows up when you are ready to carry it. And you are ready now. Every scar you carry is proof of preparation. Every setback is evidence of resilience. Every tear you shed was watering the soil of this very moment. That is why your multi-win will not be fragile. It will be rooted. It will not be temporary. It will be sustained. It will not only bless you, It will ripple outward, touching lives connected to yours. This is bigger than you, so walk forward boldly. Keep your head high. Trust the signs you hear and the confirmations you see. The shift is not coming. It has already begun.